Good Thursday evening, March 6th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Wenatchee police say they've arrested the man responsible for a damaging February 3rd fire inside a city drainage culvert. Dennis Bolz, a longtime Wenatchee school district teacher and Chelan County PUD commissioner, has passed away at the age of 77. Sunny tomorrow with more clouds this weekend and still very mild. I'll have your full local weather forecast coming up. Yesterday, Lighthouse Christian Ministries announced that it would be undergoing a temporary closure to develop a new case management system. The homeless outreach organization cited rising substance abuse in the valley as the reason for deciding to revamp its system. The Lighthouse provides food, shelter, and resources to those in need. The Lighthouse said that when it reopens, it will operate with a new case management system that will directly track individual progress for homeless and addicted clients and help implement new levels of accountability. A reopening date has not yet been released, but Lighthouse Director Sean Arrington said he anticipates it being in a few weeks.
We realize that we need to not just have open doors, we need to have a program that is suited to meet their needs. And so people will have a check-in process with us. It will not be random comings and goings. We are starting a case management system. That is the major change that we are doing. That case management system will have an intake which finds out who you are, what are the problems in your life, what helps do you need, and gets permission for us to connect them that day with those helps.
Wenatchee police say they've arrested the man responsible for a damaging February 3rd fire inside a city drainage culvert. Yesterday, detectives questioned and then detained 51-year-old Timothy John Whitney on suspicion of starting the fire inside the pipe that runs from Holly Street beneath the Apple Capitol Loop Trail. In court affidavits, police say Whitney, who is homeless, admitting starting a fire to keep warm near the mouth of the pipe, but denied igniting the flammable plastic pipe itself. The fire produced heavy black smoke and badly damaged the culvert, requiring about $260,000 worth of repairs to prevent a drainage collapse. Whitney has not been charged with a crime, but he remained held in the Chelan County Regional Justice Center today on suspicion of arson. In February 2024, he was accused of starting another fire that damaged a South Wenatchee Avenue construction business. Whitney was released without charges in that case. Plans to research climate impacts on apples and pear crops at the Wenatchee Tree Fruit Research Center are moving forward despite financial pressure. The center is run by Washington State University and received a $6.75 million grant from the U.S. Department of Agriculture to fund the climate research last year. The Trump administration has paused USDA funding, and the Washington State University system could lose up to $23.5 million per year if more cost caps are placed on federal agencies. The university says its financial stresses are also coming from mounting state funding deficits and from recovering after the COVID-19 pandemic. Scientist Lee Kalsitz, who is leading the climate research in Wenatchee, said the plans are still continuing and is hopeful the center will still receive $10 million in state funding for a new modern plant growth facility. 4th District Congressman Dan Newhouse's measure to punish a Democratic representative who shouted out during President Trump's address to Congress has passed the House. The vote to censure Texas Congressman Al Green was 224 to 198. During the Tuesday address, Green shouted to the president, "You have no mandate to cut Medicaid." And then he was escorted out after warnings from Speaker Mike Johnson. The vote to censure Green was joined by 10 Democrats, including Marie Glusenkamp Perez of Southwest Washington. Newhouse, a Republican, introduced the resolution of censure yesterday and called Green's challenge, quote, "one of the most shameful acts that I've ever seen on this floor."
As an advocate for bipartisan problem solving and for working across the aisle as hard as possible to come up with solutions for the people that I represent and for the people that every single one of us represent, I was deeply disappointed to see the behavior that we all saw and that the world saw unfold in this chamber.
When we come back, a Moses Lake teenager who died from an accidental gunshot wound last week has been identified. 12th District lawmakers are inviting their constituents to join them for a virtual town hall later this month. And the junior royalty for this year's Apple Blossom Festival were officially crowned on Monday. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today.
Meet Amanda in person at the KBQ Home Expo, March 14th through the 16th.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed, so relax. It's done.
Dennis Bolz, a longtime Wenatchee School District teacher and Chelan County PUD Commissioner, has passed away at the age of 77. Bolz came to Wenatchee with his wife Jocelyn and their sons in 1971 and began teaching at Wenatchee High School that same year. During his teaching tenure, he founded Westside High School in 1985, which helps give Wenatchee Valley students a second chance to graduate from high school. Bolz's passion for service extended to the Chelan County PUD, where he was a commissioner for 16 years from 2006 to 2022. Bolz passed away on February 27th. A Moses Lake teenager who died from an accidental gunshot wound last week has been identified. Police say 18-year-old Estefan T. Espino was killed by a gunshot to the torso on February 27th. Police were summoned to a home in the 500 block of Dale Road close to midnight, where they found Espino dead at the scene. The teenager and a 22-year-old male were allegedly playing with a .22 caliber rifle when it discharged. Detectives say the incident is still under investigation. 12th District lawmakers are inviting their constituents to join them for a virtual town hall later this month. Senator Keith Gaynor and Representatives Mike Steele and Brian Burnett will be available over Zoom to discuss top priorities for the 2025 legislative session. Key topics include the state's budget deficit, the cost of living, transportation improvements, and wildfire prevention. The town hall will be held on Thursday, March 20th at 6:30 p.m. Interested attendees must pre-register and can do so on the Washington State House Republicans website. The junior royalty for this year's Apple Blossom Festival were officially crowned on Monday. A total of 81 essays were submitted by fifth grade girls across the Wenatchee and Eastmont school districts. 9 finalists participated in a final writing session before the winners were chosen. Queen Rosemary Hughes and Princess Mia Farias both attend Kenroy Elementary, and Princess Elizabeth Carter attends Sunny Slope. The newly crowned junior royalty have a wide array of duties ahead of them, including an etiquette session at Bob's Classic, touring Stamilk growers, and, of course, riding on the Princess Float in the Apple Blossom Technoplex Youth Parade on April 26th. Coming up next in tonight's Pause for Pets feature story, we will introduce you to Eden the dog, one of the animals up for adoption at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Our unseasonably warm weather continues tomorrow and through the upcoming weekend. I'll have your full local weather forecast coming up. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up. Time warranty.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
This March, Lake Chelan welcomes food and wine lovers to an unforgettable experience. Taste Chelan. 16 of the Valley's top wineries and restaurants create the perfect pairing of fine wines and Epicurean delights. With 4 unique winery tracks and 5 weekends to explore, every visit offers something fresh and exciting. From your first sip to the last bite, every moment is a delicious adventure, so don't wait. Tickets are selling fast. Visit tastechelan.com today.
The TVL season continues for the Wenatchee Bighorns, and NCWLIFE channel is back with more coverage. Watch the Bighorns take on the Vancouver Volcanoes on Thursday, March 20th at W.B. Smith Gym on the campus of Wenatchee Valley College. Grant Olson and Jamie Council are courtside with all the action. Watch Bighorns basketball on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
It's time now for our Thursday feature, Pause for Pets. Tonight's segment features a 2-year-old pit bull terrier mix who loves tennis balls and knows plenty of tricks. Meet Eden.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Manager. And today I have with me Eden. And Eden is our 3-year-old Brindle Pitty Mix. Come here, honey. And she loves her Kongs. Yeah, good girl. We've had Eden for a few months now. She came to us as a stray, and we've been trying to find her home ever since. And she's the best girl. She's super smart. She picks up on training so fast. We actually have her labeled as a clever canine, which is one of our programs here to help our extra smart dogs, give them something to do so they're a little lower stress in our place here. So Edie, she knows so many commands. She knows her sit and her lay down and her stay, and we've been working on place with her going to her bed. She's trying to get away with her snack. Yeah, she loves being with people. She loves her walks with our volunteers and staff here. She's also really been enjoying a treadmill that we got recently for our dogs. She will run on it for as long as we let her, and it's really cute to see. She took right to it, just loves it. I mean, she prefers being outside with people beside her, but treadmill's awesome for her. We don't know about cats, but probably not, based on what we've seen with birds outside. Other dogs, she can be selective. She has some friends here, but as always, if you have another dog in the home, we recommend that you bring them with you so that the dogs can meet too. Eden's a really beautiful girl. She has this like brindly coat that looks like tiger stripes. Yeah, she's our prettiest girl here, I think, in my opinion. So if you'd like to come meet our Eden, we're open from Thursday through Tuesday, 12:30 to 6, or you can make an appointment online to come in on Wednesday. Whatever works for you, we would love to see you.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at your north central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Thursday. Nice and mild here in the Wenatchee Valley. And we talked about wind last night. We didn't see a whole lot of that here in Wenatchee, but boy, that can't be said for all of our viewing area in north central Washington. This is our camera just southeast of the Vantage Bridge, and you can see the camera moving pretty good that way with wind gusts in parts of Grant County, 20 to 30 miles an hour. Also up in the Waterville Plateau, and that's going to continue through our evening hours. Omak, you could see wind gusts of around 33 miles an hour. This is until about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. Wenatchee, we haven't seen much, but we could still see a gust of around 20. Moses Lake gusts 26 miles an hour. And then our weather is going to stabilize and just get nice as we head into the upcoming weekend. It was a nice one here in Wenatchee. Unofficial high today, 55 degrees. It's well above where we should be for this time of year at 49, but 10 degrees below our record high, which was set in 2005 of 65 degrees. 30 this morning, 31 is where we should be for an overnight low, and 18 is our record. That's set in 1989. Sunrise 6:31, excuse me, and the sunset tonight will be at 5:54. All right, getting into those Friday temperatures, it is going to be a beautiful end to our work week. Talking mid-50s, Moses Lake and Ephrata, 56 in Quincy. Looks like we will be the warm spot on our entire map tomorrow. 57 in Wenatchee, beautiful into Chelan, Eniat, Omak at 53, 53 for Lake Wenatchee, and 55 beautiful degrees tomorrow up in Leavenworth. So get out and enjoy that day if you have the chance tomorrow. Tonight, clear and seasonal. It's all because of that area of high pressure that's providing this nice ridge of stability over the Pacific Northwest. We'll see lows tonight, excuse me again, generally in the low 30s. For your Friday, mostly sunny as we talked about. It will be a little bit warmer tomorrow with highs in the mid to upper 50s, and that'll be almost 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. For your weekend on Saturday, here comes a trough of low pressure. It's digging in off the California coast, bringing some pretty good wind and some rain showers into northwestern Washington. Don't forget, though, as you go to bed Saturday night to set those clocks ahead. Saturday won't be bad, just some clouds and 55. For Sunday, mostly cloudy skies as an area of low pressure drags a cold front into parts of western Washington. We'll see high temperatures on Sunday. Notice the flow of air right from the south. Going to be a nice one, 55 to 60 degrees on Sunday. And then for your Monday, partly cloudy skies, a little bit cooler as we get more into a westerly flow into Washington. We'll see high temperatures on Monday above 50, but barely into those low 50s. For Tuesday, here's our next weather maker. It is starting to move east into parts of Oregon as we get late into Tuesday. We'll see highs on Tuesday with mostly cloudy skies right around 50 degrees. And then for Wednesday, that's where we'll see a weather change. Cloudy skies, that area of low pressure will park itself right off the northwest Washington coast. And yeah, a wide area of precipitation on Wednesday, not ruling out some snowflakes at times next week as well. We're going to cool down with high temperatures Wednesday in the mid-40s. Here's your 7-day forecast. 31 overnight tonight. Look at this Friday, mostly sunny and 57, and then get ready for a mostly cloudy weekend. But boy, our temperatures are going to be decent. 54 Saturday, 57 on Sunday, and then our weather changes a bit. Not so much first part of the week with highs around 50, but by the time we get to Wednesday, cloudy with rain likely and cooler. Highs then of 45 degrees. And that's a look at your north central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
NCWLIFE's news team is keeping an eye on North Central Washington. Join us each weekday evening at 5, 6, and 10 for the NCWLIFE Evening News, with interviews, in-depth reporting, and the kind of insights you can't find anywhere else. We're the hometown news station for the Wenatchee Valley, the Cascade Foothills, and up and down the Columbia River. Thanks for watching NCW Life, proud to be part of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station based right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Be sure to tune in for coverage of local sports. Once again, this spring we'll bring you prep boys soccer, baseball, and softball. In addition, we're adding Wenatchee Bighorn basketball in March, April, and May. It's all right here on the NCW Life Channel, our Facebook and YouTube pages, as well as our website at ncwlife.com.
Julio Rodriguez hit his first home run of the spring in the first inning, hit his second home run of the spring in the third inning. Wasn't enough. Mariners lost in Cactus League action last night to Kansas City. The final there was 9-6. The first dinger of the year for Julio came right in the first pitch of the first inning.
What a great player. Here's the pitch. Swung on it, belted deep to left center field. Jonathan India going back, looking up, and goodbye, baseball. Julio Rodriguez with his first home run of the spring onto the berm in left center field, and just like that, the Mariners have a 1-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning. Number one for Julio, and this young man is primed, I think, to have an outstanding season in 2025.
Mariners have another evening of split squad games today. One squad will stay in Peoria. They'll host the Angels. The other squad faces the Diamondbacks at Salt Rivers Fields. Both games start at 5:40. Ellie Ledeen had 21 points, 8 rebounds, and dished out a whole bunch of assists, and the Washington Huskies beat Minnesota in the first round of the Big Ten tournament. Yesterday in Indianapolis, 79-65 was the final. Earlier today, the Huskies took on the number 5 seed Michigan in the quarterfinals. That was on Peacock. We'll have scores tomorrow. And for the men, well, the Huskies, they lost to USC again. 11th straight time they've lost to the Trojans. They lost in L.A. Huskies wrap up what's been a miserable season Sunday when they take on the Oregon Ducks. The Seattle Kraken start a 3-game road trip. They're in Nashville, and they're going to do it without Yanni Gourde and without Oliver Bjorkstrand. They're gone. They were both traded to Tampa Bay. In return, the Kraken get a first-round pick next year. They get a first-round pick in 2027. They get a second-round draft pick this year. So it looks like the Kraken is saying, we ain't going to make the Stanley Cup playoffs. Let's trade off some guys and build with some youth. Well, the Wenatchee Wild blew a 2-0 lead. Then they blew a 3-1 lead. They ended up blowing the whole darn game. Prince George beat the Wild last night. The final was 4-3 at the Town Toyota Center, and that means the Wild are still chasing Seattle. They had a golden chance to gain a point or two on the Thunderbirds, but they didn't. Austin Drade with the call.
Hackman stays with it against Bauer Dumansky. Looks for Fluker, reverses the ice right hash mark. Fluker, sharp angle try, is it in? Yes, it is! They score! A mass of bodies at the net. I wasn't even sure if it got in. And then all of a sudden you see the sticks raise and the corner-to-corner pass. McMillan grabs this one and drives it out. Smacks it across for Cooper, coming in over the line. Hands it off. McMillan in transition. He scores! How's that for coming off the hop with some jump? 2-0 Wenatchee. Deegan McMillan, 23 seconds out of the gate here in the second period. It's been a little while since Deegan McMillan has been on the scoreboard, but another one for the Wild. Looks to move this one out up the left wing. Finds Kmetz at center. Over the line, they stay on time. Ziemer holding the blue line, so he didn't get in early. Dumansky left point. Wrist shot. Rattles through. It hits somebody along the way. It gets by G, and they score. The shot came from the left point. It'll be Dumansky. Ravensburg very quickly right to left. Karamd in front on a second chance on the point opportunity. Turnaround chance, McMillan. No! Second chance! They score! Miles Cooper bangs in the extra! And the Wenatchee Wild are back to a 2-goal lead. Second chance may have even been a third chance. So Wenatchee Wild bang one in on the doorstep. Miles Cooper with the marker. Out of the Marson Wild penalty box comes Braden Pankey. Marson building this Wild team one player at a time, one player to go for the Wild. 51 seconds remaining on the power play until William Kmetz sends it through from the top of the zone, rolls it through, and it finds its way in for the goal and picks up the power play goal. Time of this one, 18:24 of the second period, and it's 3-2 game. On the end boards, jamming it free is Lajoie. Out to the left point, Carls thought about a one-timer, decided to catch, looking for the release. Right to center it. Denis in front, save, rebound, they score. This game is tied with 1 second left. This one squirms free. Mannix on the end wall. Gets a stick and body lifted with Evan Greening. Back out to the half wall. Calling for it is Carls. Slap shot and his stick broke in half on him. Fired in, top shelf, they score. And for the first time tonight, the Prince George Cougars have the lead. That one banged in up top. The goal light goes on.
The Wild remain 3 points behind Seattle. They have 7 games remaining, and the Wild and the Cougars, they'll face off again at the Town Toyota Center tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. It was a good start yesterday for the local teams in the state basketball tournaments. Today, not so much. Yesterday, Cashmere girls, they knocked off Montesano 35-28. Not so much today. I'll get to that in just a little bit. Pateros beat Lummi Nation yesterday 51-47. That was yesterday. Today, another story altogether. Linden Christian knocked off Cashmere. You don't see it on the screen, but Linden Christian did beat Cashmere earlier today in Yakima. The final there was 45-32. Cashmere will take on Zilla tomorrow. They can still finish as good as third. Brewster will take on Napavine later on today at 7:15, and Waterville Mansfield will take on Pateros, or took on Pateros at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Let's talk about the boys. For Cashmere, their season came to an end yesterday. They lost to Seton Catholic 68-61, but a good year for Cashmere. Chelan romped all over the Bear Creek School yesterday. Okanagan crushed Toledo. Liberty Bell over Adna, and Tri-Cities Prep eliminated Lake Roosevelt. That was yesterday. Quarterfinals today. Chelan and Royal will do battle later on tonight at 9 o'clock. Colfax did beat Okanagan earlier today. The final was 58-50. Columbia rolled over Liberty Bell 62-44. That means Okanagan and Liberty Bell will play each other tomorrow. Moses Lake Christian and Elmira Cooley Heartline will do battle later on today. And those are just some of the games that people are playing.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at NCWLIFE.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.